If I told you about her, what would I say? I wonder.
So this film, The Shape of Water, it's a very beautiful film and really made for the big screen. What would you say is the best reason to go to cinema and see a film?
Most movies are made for the big screen. It's easier to get lost in a movie in a cinema, I think. That's my best reason. Yeah. It's funny, I saw Casablanca on the big screen. I'd never seen it. It was like, oh my gosh, I'm seeing this movie for the first time. You see it with an audience, you hear laughter that you can't see, and I said, oh, now I know why Humphrey Bogart was a huge star.
Good. You were the narrator in the film, and as one, you have to have a good reason to want to tell a story. What was yours?
She changed my life. She changed, so many lives, every life she touched. And it was, the princess without voice. That's who she was. And it's a story that I think anyone would tell, having been part of it.
How was it to work with Sally Hawkins?
She's fantastic.
Great. Yeah.
She's fantastic. Yeah. She's just, as I said to her, you're my friend now, and there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah.
Yeah, you had great chemistry on set. So
thank you.
Really...
Yeah.
And Guillermo del Toro, he's a maestro, I would say. How was he as a director?
He's the best. He's the best. He's smart. He's funny. He's fearless. And it's a joy to work with him, and to be part of his vision. And you really don't even know what the vision is until you see the movie. As much, you work with him every day, constantly, and when you see it all together, it's like, oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, what was your reactions more than, oh my gosh?
I thought it was a masterpiece. I did. I thought it was a throwback. I thought it was like a Frank Capra movie, does genre. I thought it reminded me of the films of the 40s. It was a movie with a big theme that was very simple and yet incredibly complicated. Everybody in the movie had their own life. They weren't there just to move the story or they lived their own lives on screen. And I thought it was, I hadn't seen a movie like that in a long time.
I'm from Sweden, so I just want to ask you, do you have any relation to Swedish film?
Well, I was friends with Max von Sydow, the great Max von Sydow. I did a movie with him, and we became not close friends, but, sat and laughed together quite a bit. Yeah, Bergman, but, no.
Yeah. Do you have any project right now that you're doing or planning to do? Or
I just finished a series for Epix, the second season of a series called Berlin Station, about a CIA station in Berlin. I just finished it about 3 days ago.
And that's a series for the... Yeah.
We start the second year.
Yeah, because you do both TV series
I do
and
both,
movies.
Yeah.
How is it different for you as an actor to do that?
Well, it's not really that different. It's just your characters just take it. The journey's longer in a TV series, and things happen faster for some reason. You always think that in a movie things would happen faster, but it seems like in a series things happen quickly. You have to keep them guessing from one episode to the next, so lots happen every episode, but it's the same, really.
Because there is more and more series coming up and films that's made for TV. Do you think we will have cinema like in 10, 20 years?
I hope so. I don't know, but I hope so. Since I've been on this planet a long time, and I've heard that the movies are dead. I've heard that 10 times. Nobody will go to the movies anymore, and it is harder to get people to go to the movies, but they still will go. It's better when it's a communal. It's like going to the theater, and everybody goes to the same thing. You're in there together. The lights are out. You're in this. You're all in it together. I just think it's just more interesting and more fun.
Collective intimacy.
It is, yeah. And there's something shared because we all have things that we understand, and when 1,000 people are feeling the same thing, it's pretty great.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. My pleasure.
I don't want an intricate, beautiful thing destroyed.
We can do nothing. I'm sorry.
Don't do this, Eliza.
What is she saying?
Don't do this.
Oh, God, it's not even human.